Hey, how you doing, guys? It's going to be a big day for me today because I'm going to be reviewing a lot of the beers I got in my two beer mails yesterday. One from Guy, one from Rhino, and the ever-present Average Joe. Very generous gentleman. Um, so I'm going to be doing some reviews today. I'm probably going to be incredibly drunk because almost every beer that was sent in those packs was like 6% and up. So a lot of big beers. Don't know how many I'm going to get through today. I'm going to try to pace myself and be good, but that might not happen. So we're starting off with one sent to me by the Albino Rhino, and this is something apparently a lot of uh, Norwegian type beers have been showing up in the LCBO in Ontario as of late. So this is one of them, and he sent it my way. This is Sigtuna Midvinterblot. Probably just destroying that pronunciation, but it's from Sweden. Where in Sweden? It says, let's see. It says all this stuff in Swedish here that I can't, I can't translate. So I'm sure there's a really interesting story on there. Yeah, the sticker's a little ripped off, so I can't quite see where from Sweden it's from, I guess. Arlendastad. And it's from Sigtuna Brewery or whatever. So 8% alcohol by volume. Midvinterblot is actually the name of a pre-Christian, so a pagan Viking festival that they held in winter solstice, where they would sacrifice animals and things like that to sort of appease the gods and have them perhaps hold off on winter a little bit longer. So they've basically taken that, and the guy developed this nice big strong beer as a substitute for those more blood sacrifices. Okay, apparently this is an imperial stout. I've also seen it called a strong porter or something like that as well. I think Rate Beer and Beer Advocate both give it a different classification. Sometimes I think they do that just to be dicks. Just like, oh, they say this, well, we fucking say this. Fuck you. But either way, it's a big, strong, dark beer. And we're going to get right into it. So, big thanks to Rhino for sending it my way. Ooh. All right. Nice head. She's very deep mahogany amber sort of color. I mean, I can see little red highlights down the bottom here, ruby red when it light comes through. Nice brownish head, tan to brown. All right, go right to the aroma. You know what? The profile is very much. Actually, it reminds me a lot of the Russian Imperial Stout from Propeller, the Revolution. It's got those dark, sweet, fruity notes like dark berries, cherry, something along those lines. Maybe you can even say like licorice. And then you got the roastiness coming up. The difference here is that this is a bit more dry in the roastiness than a fresh bottle of Russian Revolution from Propeller. In fact, it's got a really nice cocoa powder, dry, roasty thing coming up that, as you draw on it, it actually takes over the dark fruit notes. Dark berry, dark fruit notes. And the way it, the way it mixes together with those more fruity notes, the chocolate and those fruity notes, it comes off like a Nestle Quick, but the strawberry Nestle Quick in a way. Oh, that smells really good. Not getting any alcohol in the aroma. All right, cheers. We'll go right to the taste. Hmm. Very silky smooth. Um, upper light to medium, lower medium mouthfeel on this one. You're getting those sweet notes right up front. If this was a bit more syrupy, I'd almost compare it to sort of like a cough medicine kind of taste, but not in a bad way. Not like an extreme Buckley's mixture shit or anything like that, right? But it's got that sort of like intense, almost medicinal, berry, herbal kind of flavor up front. Gives way to the dryness, roastiness, more of that powdery chocolate. It's much less sweet chocolate on the actual taste than it is in the nose. It's more powdery baker's chocolate on the tongue. Very nice and dry. I don't know if this is barrel aged or not. It seems like I'm getting some woody notes in the back that make me think this might be barrel aged, but at the same time, I'm not really getting vanilla or anything like that, so it might not be, because usually if it's barrel aged, 9 out of 10 times it's usually bourbon barrels or something along those lines, so you're probably going to get some sort of vanilla note, but that's really good. It's balanced very well, that's the thing. Sometimes with these Imperial Stouts, and even when I say this, it doesn't make those Imperial Stouts in question bad Imperial Stouts. But sometimes you get a balance issue with them where it's either too roasty right away, too dry, too roasty, or too sweet and fruity up front. Not the case here. There's a really nice balance between the two halves of this drink. So very, very good job. Very easy to drink too. I'm kind of glad it's only in the 330 milliliter bottles, because if it was any bigger, I might be in trouble very, very soon. 2 or 3 beers in, I might be in very big trouble to this day of reviews. So that's really, really good. The only thing I would want on this is maybe a little bit more body. That's just a personal preference. I can see why. I think it was Rate Beer classified this as like a porter instead of a Russian Imperial Stout, because it has a lighter body. It has more of a porter-like body. It really does. So that might be the biggest thing holding it back a little bit for me. But that being said, it's an excellent, excellent beer. Definitely wouldn't kick it out of bid. I'm going to go 4 out of 5. I've had better Imperial Stouts. You know, I've had a lot better Imperial Stouts. But this is a really great, solid one. Sigtuna Midvinterblot, and it has possibly the coolest name ever for a Russian Imperial Stout. I think I even like it better than Bolshevik Bastard. Midvinterblot, I like that. I love that. So yeah, that's getting a 4 out of 5. Really good stuff. Thanks to the Rhino. And thanks to you for watching. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.